congrats. Anytime somebody becomes the champion, you know what the conversation is. Who, what, when is next? And I know there's been a lot of discussion. I'm sure you've probably seen it. Šavkat Rachmonov is out there claiming that you turned him down.
But that's the thing, right? When you got guys now that want to talk, I think for him now claiming and coming out trash talking, it was because me and Usman were just going back and forth talking trash. So I think for him, he was just like, let me get in the picture. Let me get into the mix. Let me say it's him. Let me say it's like his manager or somebody tweeting for him. Because I'm like, bro, this guy don't even speak English, but he's coming out here with these highly.
What was that word? Because I saw that word and you said, hold on a minute. That word doesn't exist in Kazakhstan or whatever language they speak. What was the word?
I forgot what it was, but I was like, bro, I know this ain't him writing this. He's going through ChatGPT, how to talk trash to Bully B. But I'm like, bro, it really, to me, obviously, to me, I don't think there's a clear number one contender, right? Because when you look at it, when I look at myself, I had to have a number one contender fight with me and Gilbert Burns. So I had to fight him. They told me, you win this, you're next. He was on a streak. I was on a streak. For Šavkat, he beat Wonder Boy over a year ago, and Wonder Boy was on a 3-fight losing streak at the time. So for you to say, I deserve this title shot next because I'm 18-0, it's like, bro, you didn't have a number one contender fight. Usman's on a 3-fight losing streak. Ian Gary, I think, probably had the toughest win out of all of them, beating MVP, because MVP is a tough puzzle to solve. So for him to win that and be undefeated, it's like that. But I think just the fans and the UFC, I see them looking at Šavkat like that next guy in line. And, I mean, I'm gladly willing to do it, right? Because for me, honestly, I would think that Usman's a tougher fight. Because when I look at Šavkat, I see a lot of holes. And I see many paths to victory. When I look at a fight and I take a fight, I come up with a strategy. And I think of, where's this guy weak at? Let me take him there. Leon,
yeah, no, absolutely.
Not good moving back. Let me take him there. So I look at Šavkat and I see a lot of those weaknesses. So I'm like, all right, well, you guys wanted to test it. And that's why I think for the UFC, they don't want to put him against like a Usman for a number one contender fight, because Usman beats him. It's like we just lost the undefeated guy, new blood, and we just have Usman back in the mix again, who was just the reigning champion for 5 years. So I think they want new blood in general. So I think that's why they would probably want to give me Šavkat next.
Okay. I mean, I understand because he's got the shining record, 18-0, all finishes. It looks beautiful. I guess when you dig a little deeper, though, when you look at the wins, and there's no disrespect to people like Neil Magny or Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, they're great guys, tremendous fighters, but they're not the top of the food chain guys like you had to go through and other people have to. So, you know, you can kind of make that narrative there. Harrington, get off the screen. What are you doing? You're ruining the interview. The good news is for you, I'm looking at the rankings right now. You got a lot of choice. You got a lot of people. You know, you got the potential for a tremendous one. You have got Usman, Šavkat, Jack Della Maddalena. There's Covington in there, Ian Machado, Gary. If you could choose, and you are the champion, so you do get a say in this, who do you think you'd go for?
I mean, if I'm thinking, obviously, money plays a big factor in everything. Usman, you probably make the most money with, because I think he's the biggest name. And legacy-wise, he was the guy that was the reigning champion for a long time. Dana White said he was better than GSP. So I think legacy, for sure, I would want to fight Usman before he's done. But Šavkat is that guy. I had to beat that Sean Brady, right, who had all the hype, and I took his O from him. So for me, beating him, I think that there's no excuses. If I go out there and I fight Usman now, people are going to say, oh, Usman's on a 3-fight losing streak. He's done with. He's old. He's this. He's that. Šavkat's the guy. I beat him. There's really nothing you can say. He's undefeated, 18-0, all finishes. He's young. There's nothing you can say. Even for the Leon, there's excuses after that fight. I don't think Šavkat's the type to come up with excuses if he loses the fight.